And I think you can also just play like with 12 people at once or something like that.
Okay,
And it was like,
that's extreme. That sounds awesome though. Nintendo thinking I have 12 friends to play with.
sup, gang? You're recording, right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, it's just, I didn't
I
hear
told
what
you I
you
was
said. Okay,
recording like a
okay.
while ago. I don't know. I'm mumbling about nothing. Anyway, I'm recording. We're good to go. We're going. This is episode 5 of Fandom Focus Podcast.
Yes, guys, welcome
Oh,
back.
you
Thanks
can
for
see
tuning in.
yourself in my reflection.
I can.
That's Aiden. Oh, you can't see it in the way you're looking at me right now. No, but my camera where I'm editing, it can see you. Anyway,
Ah,
my bad.
yes.
Glasses. That's what happens when you have glasses.
But yes, it is episode 5. And well, we have a lot planned today. I got some big surprises to reveal at the end. But right now, Josh has read the Playground book, and we're going to be listening on his opinions. So, Josh.
I haven't finished it.
Well, okay.
I haven't finished it, but I did read it. I did start it. I did start it. Um, I'll finish it at some point, and then I'll probably talk about it like 6 episodes down the line. But no, it's the Playground book, so it's this book. This was trending on TikTok in the summertime, I think. Summertime or springtime, around there. It was trending on TikTok, which is why I wanted to read it. Because a lot of people who read the book, they couldn't get past page 40, and I am on page 66. So I did get past page 40, and I do intend to read it. I'm a busy guy, so I haven't read it. Um, Aiden was supposed to read this with me. He's no longer allowed to because I forbid him to because it's disgusting. He can read it when I think you're ready for it. And if it gets to the point where you're 18 and I still haven't said that you're ready for it, then buy it yourself and read it because at that point you're 18. You're an adult. You can do what you want. But just to give you a summary of this book, it literally says on the back cover, this is the synopsis on the back cover because instead of stupid reviews that nobody cares about, it gives you a synopsis. And it says 3 low-income families have been giving a handsome retainer to join Geraldine Burden for a day at her cliffside estate. All the parents must do to collect the rest of their money is to allow their children to test out the revolutionary playground equipment Geraldine has been working on for decades. But there's a reason the structures in the bowels of her Gothic castle have taken so long to develop. They were never meant to see the light of day. When a band of dysfunctional children is suddenly thrust into a diabolical realm of violence, they must grow up instantly to have a chance at survival. Will they find a way to put their differences aside or be swallowed up by the insidious architecture all around them? So this playground is literally meant to kill children, which is why the cover is like a child at the top of a slide and a bunch of blood of what I assume to be a dead child. So yeah, it's a very, very violent and graphic book. It's also written by this guy. Uh, I'm not gonna try and pronounce his name because I know I'm not going to be able to pronounce it. Um,
Beauregards.
but yeah, that's the guy who wrote it. He has a lot of other novels that he's written too. That I might read someday because this so far is good, even though it's disgusting. But here's the thing about this book: when you read it, when you look at the cover, you think, okay, a bunch of tragically terrible things are gonna happen to children, and we're gonna try and see how they survive. You know, that's what you think of. That's what you picture. That's what I thought of when I first saw the book. And then I got into the reading of the book, and there was like old women and like explicit acts that I can't speak of, and it was in very, very, very detailed, like very detailed wording. Like I'm pretty sure he spent like an entire half a page, and this is a pretty decently sized book. Like, he spent probably half a page just explaining, like, this woman's hoo ha. And it's like, that's why you can't read it. It's disgusting. It's not okay. I completely, and then something does happen on page 40, which also involves, like, poop. And it's really bad, which is why I completely understand why, like, grown adults are reading this book and they can't get past it. I've gotten to the point where this is also probably another reason why I haven't finished it yet. Not just because I'm busy, but it's gotten to the point where if I have eaten, like, breakfast, lunch, or dinner, I can't read the book until, like, my stomach has settled. Or I'm gonna heave and I'm gonna throw up everything that I just ate, because there has been moments where I've been reading this and I just start gagging because the visual is just so disgusting.
Bad.
So yeah, not what I was expecting at all. Oh, it's pretty bad. But then again, there's some people who, I don't know how you read, but there's some people who they read a book and, like, that's that. They read the book, they see the words on the page, moving on. And then I think there's another type of reader out there, but I forget what it is. The way I read is, if it's really good and if I really get into the novel, um, I'm still seeing the words and, like retaining the words, but it's kind of like there's a little movie in my mind. So not only am I reading the words, but I'm visualizing everything that the words are describing.
Yeah.
So when you give me a book with very, very graphic detail like this book, I'm visualizing everything that it's describing. And when you're visualizing the stuff that he talks about, it's disgusting. And you're just making it worse on yourself. um, so yeah, it's a pretty bad book. And that's my thoughts on it right now. I'll let you know in, like, I don't know how long, how I feel about it when I finish it.
Yeah, I
And I'll let you know if the children survive, because I want at least a couple of them to survive.
but yeah, like when I read a book, when I was reading the Twisted Ones and the Silver Eyes, those books are really good. Like the Five Nights at Freddy's books.
Yeah,
But yeah, I was visualizing what I was
yeah,
watching, and that's what made the book so good for me, because it was just like like
yeah.
I feel like the fact itself, the fact that you can visualize it, is good because that means it's detailed enough for you to actually have a clear image of what's going on, you know?
Yes. Yes, exactly.
So that's those books were great. Very, very detailed. Like it wasn't probably not as bad as the playground book. It was still pretty gory and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, and like scary
Yeah.
elements. Like it wasn't like a thriller. It was just scary. Like it had like the spooky vibes to it. Like oh you heard a creak over here or something. Or there was one part right at the end because like last episode you said out Cassidy or Garrett or whatever is uh what's his face in the FNAF movie. Um that's how it's like
Withered
yeah,
Freddy. Withered
Golden
Freddy.
Freddy, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, Cassidy, his little brother, or no, the main guy's little brother is the one who's actually Golden Freddy.
Yeah.
And in the movie, all these kids break into the pizzeria, they were looking at it because it was in its pose, its famous pose where it's just slouched in the corner, kind of just like that or whatever. And then and then he
Yeah.
looked
Yeah.
at it.
I remember seeing that scene. Keep talking, but just give me a second.
Okay, he looked at it and he was like nudging to his friend or whatever. He's like, I think that's Mike. And then he's like, what do you mean you think that's Mike? And it's like, just look at it. And then after that, it like had the detail. It was like, the lifeless eyes of the animatronic had a weird gloom and sensation that filled his body with spirit or something like that. It was like stuff like that. And it was like, and then he's like, yeah,
Yeah.
I swear it's Mike, man. And then they like turn around because it's like a door slams, and then they turn back around and it's gone. It's like, you saw that too, right? And then it was just weird like that. And it was like it was just so cool. I don't know, something about it. Maybe I just like horror movies, I guess.
That sounds dope, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should read them. You should get them, and you should. It would actually help with the movie a lot too, like understanding the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a feeling that like the more lore I read, the more I will understand the movie. And apparently, like, I'm not going to be able to replay those games over and over again to try and get all the lore that I want. That's just not happening. First of all, because as much as I love horror games, I'm terrible at them. And second of all, because I don't want to put myself through that. So I would definitely be up to reading the books more often. That reminds me, though, I saw that they have graphic novels.
Yeah,
Is there a difference between the graphic novel and the actual books? And do you have the graphic
yeah. I
novels?
got the graphic novels for Christmas last year. I haven't read them yet because I since I finished the first actual novel and then I read the graphic novel, very different things. Like obviously the graphic novel is way shorter, so there's less things, but they also cut out some
Mm-hmm.
words and stuff. But it's really good if you want a visual, and that's kind of what I wanted because some of the stuff was like you just kind of needed the visual to kind of see what they were describing. Um, but yeah, very different from the novel.
Okay.
So, but I didn't read all the other ones because uh I haven't finished the actual novel yet, and I wanted to finish the action novel before I started the graphic one.
Okay. Got it. Fair enough. Okay, sweet. At some point though, I'm gonna have to read those novels because they just it's the movie was too good to not want to go more into the lore.
Yeah.
So I gotta do it now. I'll have to do it at some point. Um, as soon as I finish all the other books I need to read though, such as this book.
But yeah, because the graphic novel was just a more simplified version. Still has same middle, ending, beginning. It's just you really get a lot more. It's the
Hmm.
novel's obviously scarier than the graphic one.
Nice, nice. Okay,
But
sweet.
but yeah, because what's it called? I started the when I got the graphic novels, I was in the middle of the second book. And so I read the first page and I was like, this is completely different. This doesn't happen at the beginning of the other one. So I had to like reread everything and line up everything
Oh,
because I because
jeez.
I was like, where am I at in this graphic novel in the actual novel? And it was just so confusing. But yeah,
That's weird.
apparently the third one's really good though.
I
So
didn't know that they would do that. I thought it was pretty. Oh, nice. Okay, sweet. I didn't know that they would do that though. I thought like you said, graphic novels were pretty much the same. It was just a little bit shorter because you don't need as descriptive words since you're showing it.
yeah.
Um, it's weird that they started at different times though. That's bizarre. Uh, but oh well, I don't know. I just saw it and I was like, oh hey, FNAF graphic novels.
I'm pretty sure one time when we met up too, we were looking for them, right? I think we went to like an Indigo or something,
I think so.
and then I just ended up getting them for
Yeah,
Christmas.
yep, yep. Pretty sure we looked for a while for all of those. I can't remember though. There's been a lot of times where you come to visit and I'm always trying to find whatever it is you're looking for at that time.
But yeah. So that's my little ramble on the books. But there's so many.
Too many. Wait, there's so many games too, man. Just too
Yeah.
much. Too
The
much. I love
second,
it, but it's too
I
much.
think the second VR game is coming out soon. I have the first VR game. We
Nice.
should, you should definitely play it.
Oh,
Next
nice.
time you come over, I'll just give you the headset.
Honestly, yeah. I haven't tried VR once at all, so I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
I keep meaning to, cause like they have places set up in malls and stuff where you can try VR, and
Yeah.
I don't go up to try it, and I haven't bothered buying it for myself. So yeah, I'd be willing to play it, even if it's freaking FNAF and it's gonna be scary. That's okay.
Yeah. So, if you'd
Yeah.
like, we were also planning on talking about Mario Wonder. which is a new game that came out on the
Oh
Switch.
yeah.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
I vaguely looked at it. It was pretty cool. It looked a lot different from the other Mario games. Apparently, there's a lot more power-ups. Apparently, there's like 12 playable characters or something like that. You can be like all the Toads, Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy, like all the characters. 'Cause like I think the Mario U,
Just all the core characters.
yeah, like the Mario Wii version was like 4 characters only. But now there's like a lot more. And
Okay.
I think it was I think you can also just play like with 12 people at once or something like that.
Okay.
And it was
That's
like
that's extreme. That sounds awesome though. Nintendo thinking I have 12 friends to play with.
if you want we can watch the
Oh,
trailer.
jeez. That's cool though. Yeah, we should probably do that because I remember I said I was gonna do that and then I haven't.
6 minutes long.
I just know that everyone was waiting for this one to come out. 6 minutes long? Like, calm down. Let's watch like a minute
Yeah.
and then I'll see how I feel about it. Remember I was telling you about how I think trailers reveal too much these days?
Yeah.
The fact that this trailer is 6 minutes long is proof of that.
Yeah. It's probably it probably reveals a little too much. We'll go up to like 2 minutes. We'll go to 2 minutes and then stop.
Alright. I can't remember the last time I played a full Mario game all the way through, but that one looks
Yeah.
amazing. The fact that he turns into an elephant at one point. Also, okay, did they show you that like the in yours? Did you see the like the plant
Yeah.
thing that slingshots out of them? Okay, didn't realize what I was looking at the first time that they showed a clip of it in the trailer. I thought it was like a loop, like a Yoshi tongue, but it was coming out of Toad, and I just kind of stopped and I was like, "Why is Toad got a Yoshi tongue? This makes no sense." Then they showed it a second time, and I realized, "Oh, okay, it's a plant thing." Oh, um, man, it looks good. Man, I haven't played Nintendo in so long. It's pretty much the only time I play Nintendo is when I'm playing it with you guys.
Yeah.
Otherwise, solo, I play other games. I don't really touch Nintendo that much, but that looks fun. It looks good. At one point, the in your trailer, did you see the clouds?
No.
Ah, in mine, it showed all of them on clouds, and they were trying to navigate through, Mario side scrolling, the whole thing. They were trying to navigate through stuff on clouds, and I can already see that as just being a prime moment where I would just be screaming at the people that I'm playing with. Like we would all be getting mad with each other because we'd be flying in each other's faces and stuff. Because that's what I used to do with my sister all the time. We would just get in each other's way every time we played Mario. It was great. It was fun, especially in the Wii and Wii U versions where you can just put yourself in a little bubble,
Yeah.
and then you can't get out until the other person busts you out of the bubble. Good times.
Last time I remember like playing with
Anyway,
like
what did you think about it though?
4 people was the Wii version, and it was when I was like 5. I was really close with
Nice.
my babysitter because I
It's the
think
little baby.
my because what's it called? She was also my cousin, and like she had
Yeah,
3 sisters. We'd all play the Wii, and it was just prime moments right there. That's probably what got me into Mario. And then after that,
nice.
I became an absolute perfectionist. Every single game, I'd make sure I'd get like all the stars and all the coins, and I'd get so mad if I didn't. And it was like it became like very angry, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I should take a break. And then
You'd be rage quitting over
I
Mario.
know the stuff they do now though to make it so
uh,
like old Mario's, there was like if you died, you restart literally from the beginning. Now every time there's like safe modes, there's like
yep,
you die and you have like 20 lives, and even if you die, you don't restart from like the beginning of the world. You just
yep. It was iconic. Oh God, I remember. I remember a conversation I had with your dad where he had to explain to you and your brother that save buttons didn't exist back then.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, I think you guys got the NES thing for the Wii or whatever, and like you said, you were playing the old Mario games, and you were like, "Why can't I save my progress?" Like and stuff like that. And your dad was like, "No, there's no save button." And when you die, you start at the beginning, and if you get game over, you start at the beginning. It was horrendous and terrible, but we loved every single second of it. Yeah, you don't get that on games nowadays.
Yeah. It made you
Oh,
determined back then,
jeez.
I'm sure.
But yeah, perfecting the Mario games. The oh god, oh yeah, we would have like we would be like playing the game, and then we would leave the game on,
Yeah,
but we would
I
turn
think he
off the
was telling me
TV
that.
so that we don't get the screen burned. Yeah, we don't get the screen burned, but we would leave the game on, turn off the TV, come back the next day, turn the TV back on, play it. That's how we did it. That's how. I mean, honestly, I'm in that weird in between generation. I've told you this before. I'm in the weird in between generation. So like I very vaguely remember doing that with some of our games, but I also had a lot of games where I was able to press a save button and stuff by the time I was like 6 to 8 years old. I don't know. A weird in between stage. But I do remember leaving the TV on and then not leaving the TV on, leaving the game on and turning the TV off so that I can go back and play it later. It just depends on the games that I was playing at the time. But yeah, good times. It was a struggle, but it was fun and it was great.
Yeah.
uh,
Maybe
Good cheese, good times.
I said
Um, this Mario Wonder though, I feel like if anyone who was playing Mario, like if a time traveler playing Mario in the past were to come to the present right now, I don't think they'd be able to play it.
yeah.
They'd just be confused about everything.
It's a lot of changes, looks like. It looks like a really cool game though. You know what? Maybe if you do end up coming for Christmas break, play Mario Wonder if I end up buying it. But I mean, Mario
Yeah,
games are
yeah,
like
that'd be fun.
$80. It's I say it's worth it, but I swear they could
I
literally
think this is
just
why I
just
that's the thing about Nintendo. Like, I think this is why I haven't been playing Nintendo as much anymore. It's not because I outgrew it or any of that crap. It's because it's just so goddamn expensive.
yeah.
Like, I'd rather buy a nice, cute little indie game for like $20 than go and spend $80 on a Mario game. Um, because I love Mario and all, but it's like, is it really different from the other games? You know?
The only game
Like Mario is Mario. Everyone knows what you're gonna get out of Mario.
The only game I've bought from Nintendo for $80 so far and that I found was worth it is Animal Crossing because I bought that in like 2020 and I still play it like every now and then.
Nice,
And like I have a lot of
nice.
hours on that game. I should go check,
Yeah.
but it's a lot. Because I mean, I bought
Go check the
I
hours.
bought the new
Um,
Zelda, Pokemon, uh the new
yeah,
Yoshi, and I've like never played those three games.
yeah. I couldn't even get into the Pokemon game, and I was so excited for that
Yeah.
because I was like, this is gonna be the Pokemon game that gets me back into the Pokemon games. Couldn't get into it. Haven't played it. Haven't beaten it yet. Um, I was very excited at the beginning to have the open world concept and catching all the Pokemons that were walking around and whatnot. But that was about it. Then I couldn't get into it. Then I couldn't finish it. So that sucks.
To
Disappointing. Oh well. Legend of Zelda. I was obsessed with that. Not the new one. Didn't get Tears of the Kingdom, but I was obsessed with Breath of the Wild. Got quite a few hours on that game. Then I got bored, so I stopped playing
to
it. Then I went back to it, started playing it again, and I got bored. But that's what usually happens to me with games. But yeah, I just I haven't been playing much Nintendo games. They're just too expensive. I stick to my like little indie games on Xbox or whatever.
to but yeah. Speaking of Pokemon, since it's nearing the end of the episode, I should do the
Yeah,
reveal.
you want to show me the
Yeah.
Pokemon supplies?
So
I want to see these. I feel like people are gonna watch this episodes and they're gonna be thinking, "Yo, you guys literally collect Pokemon cards and you can't play the games."
it's gonna be that one guy. But
Which,
anyway,
like, it's got a different feel to it. Okay.
last year you told me about it, and I finally found it. The Pokemon
Yeah.
Advent Calendar.
Nice.
I was like,
That's awesome. I saw that today at EB Games. I was very tempted to buy it, but then I was like, nah, nah. You've spent enough on yourself. Just don't worry about it. But yeah, you got it. That's awesome.
well,
I'm so
I
excited to see what you
I
get.
went to Winnipeg. I think Friday or Saturday. I can't remember. But I went to a Walmart and
Friday.
there was like no Pokemon at all. It was like all those old cringy packs. So I went. I was like, Dad, we need to go to a GameStop. And then he's
Yep.
like, you can wait. So I went to a GameStop, ran in because they were like, make it quick. And instead of buying Pokemon, I just bought the calendar because that way I have an advent calendar. And
Nice.
yeah, it's pretty cool. I I think it has a lot of stuff, and it was only like $60.
It. Yeah. That was like, I think I got mine on sale last year, so I think mine was like 45 or whatever. But yeah, it's pretty decent. Like, it's not uh I don't know, like hardcore collectors, I don't think they really care for it that much. But like, as a casual Pokemon card collecting fan, it's really good. I like it. I enjoyed it. I still well, obviously I still have all my cards that I got, but it comes with little like trinkets in it, whatnot too, like little stickers and keychain stuff and whatnot. And I still have all of that from last year. It's fun. It's cute. I love
To,
it.
but so yeah, that's what I got, and then my last final surprise. It's probably gonna be timing out for a while. Don't know if I told you. I've told a lot of people.
Okay.
Um, me and my dad are going to a Green Day concert.
Hooray!
Nice. When are you going?
It's next summer, August 1st.
That's awesome.
We're
That is so sick.
Yeah, all the way in Toronto.
Ooh, that makes sense because
Yeah.
the only Canadian cities that actually exist is Toronto and Vancouver. That's it. Um, nowhere else in Canada exists. It's either Toronto or Vancouver. Nowhere else. That's sick. Mosh pit tickets.
What's it? It was like, uh, I let me. I got pre-sale tickets because it was just, I
Okay,
thought it would
nice.
sell it pretty fast. They're still on sale. Um, it was like
Yeah, yeah,
250 per ticket, and it was like the middle. Like we got middle
yeah,
seats. Like you remember when we went to the other concert? It was like same seats, and they were like $250. And I think they were like
yeah,
60 when we went to the other
yeah,
concert. It's crazy. So mosh pit tickets
yeah,
were like
yeah.
600.
Yeah. tickets. Tickets are expensive, especially the concerts. That's why it's like that. Here's the thing, though. Concerts are so much fun.
Yeah.
Like, live music is so much fun, even if it only lasts a single night. So it's like, if you're gonna go to a live concert, go to one for a band that you love, and just get the tickets that you want. I always used to sit in the stands for pretty much all the concerts that I went to, and then I would decided, you know what, I really like this band. I'm gonna try Mosh Pit because why not? It was fun. I don't know if I would do it more. Like, I don't know if I would go back to the Mosh Pit because I'm lazy and I'm getting old and I don't really want to stand and jump around all the time. But at the same time, I know for sure that I would go back to a concert, just maybe in the sitting area. I don't know,
Yeah.
but I don't know. But the way I think about it is, mosh pit is either going to be for you or not for you, and I think that everyone should experience it at least once. So maybe when you're 18, 19, um, like you're already freaking taller than me. But when you're a big boy, and Green Day comes back, or Green Day makes another place, or one of your other like I know you like Imagine Dragons, maybe Imagine Dragons comes to a city back in Canada at some point, um, and you're 18 by that point, you should try Mosh Pit at least once in your lifetime, and you might absolutely hate it and never want to do it again, or you might love it and you're gonna debate whether you want to do it again or whether you want to sit down. Because now that's what happens to me when I go to a concert for someone that I absolutely love. I'm always like, do I want to sit down or do I just want to go crazy in the mosh pit? I went crazy in the mosh pit when I went to my concert in Seattle, and like I was literally crying at the concert. It was a problem. It was weird. But I'll confess to that. I was crying. My sister was like, "What is wrong with you?" And I was just like, "This is so important." It was great though. But I'm happy for you. That's really exciting. I can't wait to hear about your travels. How long are you staying there? Are you just gonna be like there, concert, bounce, or are you
Oh,
guys gonna go and like look at some sights?
yeah, we're probably gonna stay there for a bit because my mom wants to go see Niagara Falls, and yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we're just gonna do a bunch of things there. Maybe that one tower. There's a lot of towers in Canada. I don't
Nice.
know what it's called, but
The CN.
the
It's the
CN
CN
Tower. Okay,
Tower.
I was gonna say I think it was,
It's the
but
CN Tower. They've got the yeah, CN Tower. They got the glass floor there. Okay, pretty much like every tower has some sort of glass floor feature. At least most of them do. I don't think the Eiffel Tower does. I don't know. I've never been to the Eiffel Tower, but it's pretty old, so I can't imagine they would have that. But most towers, they've got a glass floor thing going on.
yeah.
Um, and yeah, that's what the CN Tower is known for. I don't know. I went there. I don't think I went up to the tower. I can't remember why. I just didn't go up to the tower, but I was there. But yeah, that's awesome. Definitely take in the sights when you while you can.
Yeah. They went to Green Day too. My friend was like, because they know I like the band. They were like, they went to the Grey Cup, and I was
Yeah.
like, wow, like just out
Oh,
of
nice.
nowhere. It was like, all right, but
It's like, oh, I'm at the Great Cup now.
yeah. Apparently they watched the halftime show and it wasn't that good. But I don't know. I watched it. It was good. Like he still sings well. I thought he was quiet. Maybe it'll be
Yeah.
different in concert, but I don't
I don't. I don't watch sports.
know.
And I know you probably just tuned into the halftime show and that was it, like a lot of people
Yeah.
do. I didn't I didn't watch the halftime show. I didn't do any of that. My favorite band released their holiday merchandise. That's what I've been keeping up with in terms of bands. No, I didn't watch the halftime show, so I can't relate it. But yeah, listening to a recording and then listening to a live record. I think it was live. I don't know. Watching a recording on TV, um, and then watching a band in person. It's all different. It's always going to be different. It's never going to be the same. So who knows when you actually see them in person, and the next summer, it could be completely different. You'll see.
Yeah. I'm excited though. It's like, and it just hit me today that it's
Yeah,
like I'm going to watch it after I'm done my grade. And I was like, I just realized how far away it is. Like,
yeah, yeah.
it's gonna
You
be,
have a whole school year ahead of
oh,
you. uh,
but that is time, sadly, because I mean, I'm getting tired. It's been half an hour.
yeah.
Hope you guys like the hour special, by the way. Um, but yeah.
Oh yeah, that kind of happened by accident.
So yeah.
But yeah, this has been good. And we'll be back. We'll be back. I don't know when we'll be back, but we will release an episode at some point.
So thanks for tuning in, guys, and
Okay, peace. So long.
see ya.